Right, good day, my lovely crafty people. Carrying on with this octopus. I've been looking at this. I'll explain what's happening, but I think it's too much. I think I've got too much on here. So I'm just going to look at removing this bit here. I don't know, it's looking like chaos to me, and I don't want it to look like that, quite frankly. I mean, yes, it's very full and all the rest of it, but I think I want to remove some, basically, because I just think it's too much. Yeah, I think I prefer a little bit less. I don't know about keeping that bit. I might keep that bit in, but this is just too much. Yes, it is. Right. How are you all anyway? I was about to just take it all off, and I thought, no, I better show everybody why. Yeah, it's a little bit too chaotic even for me, which is saying something, because I can usually do chaos. Right, that looks all right in there. I think you need to come down here. Yeah, it was too much. So simple as, really. It needed simplifying, which it has been now. So this bit here, I don't know if you remember the last bit that I did. Let me just move my pin cushion out of the way because it's right in my way. Yeah, this bit here with the fish. So I'd finished it in a big square, if you remember. So what I've done, I've actually gone in and cut around. So it's all still in one piece, but I've cut around the fish and some of the seaweed and kind of just isolated bits and bobs. And I think it looks, I don't know what I was going to use it for otherwise. So I thought, right, well, I'll do that on here. So that is pinned on. I'm going to do some of those little limey coloured fish. This, do you know, I've got that bag of fabrics and I've been looking everywhere for it. I don't know what I've done with it. It's that dance fabric that I got off eBay. I did show you, but I just don't know what I've put. I don't know where I've put it. This is what happens when you live in a chaotic room. And looking at these, they're too big, so I'm going to get some smaller Suffolk puffs made to make smaller little urchins, basically. I think I'm happier with that now. I must remember to stitch that on. So I think what I might do, oh, so the coral's in the background now, as you can see. That is a piece of dyed lace, and obviously these are bits off of the fabric. I can't, sorry, my mind is going about 3,000 miles an hour, so I'm sorry, I'm probably not going to make much sense. I've just dropped a pin and oh, there it is. Yeah, so that's that side. And then at the back of Mr. Octopus here, he's got a little bit of a garden going on. This bit here, I'm just going to kind of leave that. It might need stitching down, but I want to kind of leave it a bit floaty. And we've got some little corally bits going on there. And that's just much calmer. It was too much with the other stuff on, as I said already. So I think what I need to do is get rid of these pins out of here first of all, and then yeah, do some stitching and stuff, decorative stuff. Yeah, I think I like that better. That needs to join onto there though. Yeah, and then we'll get some little Suffolk puffs made. I might have some in my jar, 2 seconds. Let's have a look in the sweetie jar. Sorry about my floorboard. I really will get that done Monday. It's very squeaky. I've got any littlers. I want them to be plain. I think that's a bit fancy, that one. Oh, where'd that go? Did it go back in? Yeah, it did. Yeah, anyway, hope you're having a good day. I've been to the forest walking with Mr. H this morning already. My grand puppy. I didn't take any video. I have got some video of a walk we did yesterday actually, which was quite nice. That disappears. Right, I think what I'll do is I'll get some kind of in, it needs to be more like a white colour really, I think, as opposed to, because I've actually got a one that I found at the beach. Yeah, so it needs to be plainer than that really. Yeah, I think that's too big because that's the real size one. I know they come in different sizes, but you know, and I haven't got any plainer ones in there. Right, well that'll be a job for later. Right, let's get this stitched down. I'm probably not going to make much sense today. I've not been sleeping very well, and I don't know why, because normally I sleep like a proverbial log. And I think it's the programme I've been watching. I've been binge watching. I mean, it's a really old one, but it's called 100, where, if you've seen, I think it was 2016. That's how old it is. But yeah, I've been kind of binge watching that on Amazon, and it's quite aggressive, and I think that's what's disturbing my sleep. So I need to stop watching it basically. So I'm just trying to think what colour. I just want to sort of do the hit and miss thing, maybe a blue, right? Yeah, so consequently, brain fog is real at the moment. Not that I need any more brain fog. The other thing I'm thinking, do I take these top layers off? Or do I kind of do the fancy stitching around them? Because, you know, you're supposed to be layering. We don't have to. You can do what you like, but I'm not going to. I'm just going to persevere with what I've started here anyway. So, the sun's shining. It's a lovely day out there. It is meant to tip it down this afternoon, but I don't know, at the moment, it's pretty good. Right. So this is progress so far. That is actually coming over, oh, that'll be all right. As it's coming over the edge, so let's just tack this down. With some little invisible stitches, or as invisible as I can get. Just get rid of the pins more than anything. Yeah, nothing much else to talk about. Been doing loads of videos. That's all good. Lots of sewing. Ow, go through. I did watch Annie's one the other day. I love the way she's done her suckers on her octopus. I'm sorely tempted, but I think mine look alright, because she's done like buttonhole stitch around hers, which really makes them, but she did individual little bits of fabric. I think mine are okay though, because he's very, you know, he's very Mr. Show Off, Mr. Octopus, so maybe I'll just leave him as he is. This is really thick in places here. I'm not too worried about it going terribly 3D, because although I was going to sew this to a canvas, I think if I really, really love the final result, I might, it is going to be a splash out, but I will splash out maybe and get it professionally framed into a 3D frame, because I'm just, it's all right sewing it to a canvas, but it's going to collect dust like mad. So all this wool, felt, and God knows what else. Right, hold on, I need to turn this. I'm straining my shoulder trying to turn it, trying to sew weirdly. Everything else battened down. No, I don't think it is. I don't want you moving, so just stay there for a moment until I can get and stitch you and you. The little fish are already on, so I think everything else is stable. Yeah, so that's kind of what I'm thinking. So I don't want to go sort of like 3D tails and things like that. Not too lumpy bumpy. But let's see if I like it first at the end. That's the thing, isn't it? And there's going to be lots of other bits and bobs to add to it, because you know I've got tons of sequins and stuff like that. So just make sure it all lays flat. Yeah, I think that dance fabric will look quite nice as little fish, I think. Come on. Just put a stitch in your schnozzle. I don't know whether to cut him off actually. I wasn't that keen on him. Oh, I'll leave it for now. He'll be alright. He'll settle in amongst the shoal. Did I put one in that one? I think I did, didn't I? Yeah. It just needs a little, just one stitch. That's kind of all it needs really. Let's just put one in you there. How are you getting on? Are you doing one of these projects? Well, there's quite a few people doing some bits and bobs. So I'm going to be a bit naughty. I'm not going to fasten it off because it doesn't need to be. These stitches will just stay in. Just want to get a little stitch under my, what are they called? Little neons. We used to have some of these in a fish tank. I hated fish tanks, but the girl's father loved them. So we had fish. It's very quiet in my neighbourhood today. I think everyone's gone out. I think they're making the most of the sun. Yeah, we were up at Holden Woods. It's a place called the Obelisk. I have taken you there before. It's where we look right over Exeter and the water and everything. But yeah, so we were up there at 8:10 this morning. And there was loads of people. The thing is, they've started charging car parking up there now, which has upset quite a few people, quite frankly, because it was free. It's been free forever up there, but it's the Forestry Commission. You know, everybody's struggling. All the charities are struggling, and you know, in order for them to carry on with their good works, it's only £2 for 2 hours. I mean, it's, you know, it's nothing. So you can't get anything for £2 nowadays, but for having a, you know, a nice walk in a nice managed, well managed forest, it's worth the money, isn't it? Okay, it really needs to stop moving. Thank you. Yeah, so that was good. Yeah, Caroline messaged me at 7:30. She went, pick you up at 8. I was like, oh, yeah, I better get dressed then. Oops. Because normally on a Sunday she likes to have a lay-in, but she's just not. She's like me at the moment. We're not sleeping very well, a pair of us. So. Let's sneak across to this one. Just needs one tiny little stitch just to hold it. And get rid of all those pesky pins then. That way or that way? No, that way. Yep. Yeah, I've got a week off soon, but I've got to go and finish tidying up my garden. All my tomatoes have started to, tomato plants I should say, have started to go, you know, it's like this time of year, they start to just literally die off. They're absolutely full of tomatoes again. I've got another 2 kilo in the fridge. I must process those and then pick the rest of them. I'm only going to plant 3 tomato plants next year. It's been ridiculous. I cannot keep up with the amount of tomatoes that have come out of my garden this year. You're all done. Let's take you out as well. And you, and you, and you, and you. They've got their own special little diddy pin cushion. Oh, I haven't stitched you on yet. Or you. You all done? Did I do you? No. Right, okay. Once this is done, I can then just pick it up and just move stuff around, and it's not all going to drop off basically when I pick it up. I can see why people work in frames, but for me to video it, I need to get a double frame holder, which I might do at some point. Because I know, what's her name? Sarah Humphrey. She does that because you want it to be held so it doesn't move basically. And I've only got one that attaches to one side of a frame, if that makes any sense whatsoever. Let's carry on across here. Let's put one up there. And I'll come back and we'll go back up there. Why? Why? You really weren't that long. Okay. I love it when it does that to me. Not. Again, I'm not worried about whether they are proper sealed off stitches. I just need to hold for a moment, please. Get off the needle, oh my lord. A lot of this is going to have to be trimmed off down here in particular. But I don't want to cover my octopus. I worked hard on him, so I don't particularly want him being covered up, you know, properly, if you like. So I'm trying to avoid it. Working off camera again. Well done. My daughter did say about going to the car boot today. I would imagine it's on. I don't know. It is sunny, so might have a little mooch. Let's get rid of you. Not that there's anything I want, but I do come away having bought nothing a lot of the time at a car boot sale. I know a lot of people go there to buy stuff to resell on eBay and places like that, but I'll stop doing that. It's boring. It was taking up too much of my time. It's the listing. I don't like listing stuff. The photographing, the putting it on, and meh, 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 meh. I'm bad enough with my own products that I make. I sort of dare myself. I'm like, go on, go on, go on. I dare you to put it on. Right. I'm alright with a dare. I'm hoping they get this postage sorted out to the States at the moment. I've had 2 sales in 3-4 months, which is very unusual, and they're just little ones. So yeah, because I know a lot of my customers are US based. I miss you. I miss you. That's kind of why I've been a bit put off making stuff, really, because I don't really make stuff for me, well, unless I need to, but I haven't needed to lately. Where did you come from? A random piece of seaweed. Where would you like to live? Would you like to live there? Be quite nice crossing over. Give it a bit of depth. Let's get you stitched on and you can come out now, and you, and you. That's well over the line, that bit. Why did I put it that low? Oh, because of Mr. Octopus, right, okay. Right, you're kind of attached. Just need to do that little bit. That bit there, because that has got a pin in it. I think, can you see any more pins? I think that's it. Right, let's use this random piece that knotted on, oh, the other end there. Need to do to the other end of the garden. I don't mind doing mundane like stuff like this, you know, like this kind of tacking stuff, because I kind of go through my mind, right, what am I going to do, what stitch am I going to use, and how would that look best done, you know. A bit of brown, bit of brain down time. Right, you'll stitch, you're not. Okay. Yeah, this is going to be a really boring video. I'm going to pause you while I get the rest of these things tacked down, and then we'll start doing some fancy stitches. Otherwise you're going to be like, boring, back in a tick. Right, we're all stitched down. I think I'm going to start on this little bit here, because I really am not sure what stitches I want to do. I've been going through this book that I was gifted by Jennifer Clouston, but it's all about flowers. I don't know whether she actually, or anyone's ever done one on sort of what to use as a, but you know, a lot of this you can use like for seaweed and stuff like that. I really like the look of that one, feather twig stitch. But yeah, I don't know. I might have to do a little bit more research on, you know, stuff that other people have done. So I've got this super neon. I mean, they're really shouting neon. DMC threads. So I've got a couple of these little, I can't remember what those fish were called. We used to have them in our fish tank. Little neons. I'm pretty sure they were just called neons. They were really brightly blue, but I haven't got a bright blue. I've got yellow or green, so I'm going yellow. Just because. Yeah, I want them to really shine, obviously. So let's split this in half. No, I know you don't do it like this. And I'm just going to outline those, I think. Or maybe just do kind of like the top. I don't know if you can actually even see them, can you? These little things here. I might go all the way round, actually. I'm wondering whether one strand's going to be bright enough. Do you know, I think it might. Let's just do one strand and see how that looks. Because it's super bright. I've actually found my here we go, memory. It's just gone. Milliner's needle. It comes eventually, doesn't it? Right, so let's just highlight this little. Let's just turn you into a fish. Turn him into a fish. I think I'm just going to do a very simple back stitch. See what this looks like. It is just the one strand. Right, let's give him an eyeball while I think of it. Let me just do a black eye. That's not black, that's purple. Oh, maybe a blue one then. I don't know. Does it matter? I don't think he really cares, bless him. One of those nice big ones. I still didn't get my beading mat. I forgot to buy one. But I definitely think I want to get one. Because it's handy. No, I don't want you to. I want that blue one. Okay. Stay. Come just there. Again, doesn't matter how you get there, as long as it looks like you want it to. Just kind of make stitches up, really. Don't bog yourself down too much. Right, there we are. One little neon fish. He looks alright, he'll do. Right, I'll just do the one below it and then I'm going to let you go because this video will be forever otherwise. And we'll catch up next time. I can't think there's going to be any majorly exciting stitching going on. It's just a case of making it look how you want it to, if that makes sense. Just trying to think which way round I want to do this one. I think I want to put his eye up there, but that is in the way. Will you come off? Yes, you will. Cool. Because he's very close to going off the edge, that one, so it says the edge, the white lines. Okay. What colour do you want to be? I don't think I want to do neon for you because that'll be too much for there. This bright orange. Could try that. I'll probably speed you up a bit through this one. I'm not doing it as I say. I'm just kind of making it up as I go along. Okay. Oh, this is going to take a long time, isn't it? Only if you faff around like you did with that one. I was trying to get that to puff up. It kind of wants to. It's meant to look like a fin, but I started running out of thread. Anyway, there we are. Oh, they're all right. Bless them. So they're seaweed. Right. Okay, yeah, well, they're okay. I might just trim this back. Easily done by doing that. That needs to come off anyway because that's well over the white line. Okay, so I think for the rest of it I'm just going to do very simple fly stitch, or I might give that one a go actually. I do quite fancy that, but I need to go away and concentrate on that one. Anyway, I'm going to leave you there. I hope I've sped a lot of that up for you, otherwise this will be a very long, very boring video. As you can see, I know Annie's said exactly the same, Annie Claxton. It is going to take a while to do these. I'm not in any hurry. I'm kind of learning as I go, learning about composition, layers, that kind of stuff. So yeah, I think it'll be a while, but I definitely want to do some little urchins. So I need to get those made. I think French knot, not French knots, Suffolk puffs, that's the word, will be perfect for that. So, and I'm going to add, I just know I am. So anyway, I'm going to leave it there for now. It's kind of what I'm planning, kind of where I got to. I might do some stuff without you, but I'll talk you through what I've done if I do anything. So, but yeah, I'm in no hurry. No hurry at all. It's all good practice for the stitching. Shouldn't do sewing with beading needles, but as you saw, I did. Anyway, yeah, they're all right. I'm kind of getting the idea now of what a fish needs to look like. So hopefully when it comes to these ones, they'll actually look a bit better. I think I need to do more here as well, but I don't know what. Any suggestions? Oh dear, excuse me. Right, I'm going to love you and leave you. Thanks so much for watching, and yeah, we'll see how we go. Bye.